We have all been waiting for this moment for a long time. Actually, it's probably just me, but we're gonna do it. We are finally reading the Inheritance Game trilogy. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, how are you? How has your week been? I'm finally reading the Inheritance Games. Now, I have been hyping up this series, I feel like so much. Like, I talk about this series more than I talk about books that I've actually read that I've really enjoyed. This series has been sold so well to me, like, because it is essentially been sold to me as Knives Out in book form, and Knives Out is one of my favorite movies. That was my airplane watching movie for years. I would watch it every single time I was on a plane, and I was on a plane a lot. In saying that this book series is like one of my favorite movies, I've hyped it up so much in my brain that I've been scared to read it, because in my mind I've already convinced myself that I really like this series, and so I've been scared to read it and prove myself wrong. I'm nervous, you guys. I'm so nervous. What if I don't like them? Guess we'll find out soon enough. Why was I under the impression this book took place in Connecticut? It takes place in Texas.
So I'm in the car, obviously. No, I'm deep sea diving. I got to about page 45 yesterday of the Inheritance Games. I would have gotten more, but I was at my grandparents' house. But so far, this book is quite literally the exact same thing as Knives Out, which is what I had been told, but I really wasn't expecting it to, like, pretty much word for word be exactly like Knives Out. I have a feeling these books, I'm just gonna crank them out.
I only have like 10 pages left of the Inheritance Games, and I am scared. Oh no. Finished. Really good. I started reading the Hawthorne Legacy this morning. I'm about 80 pages in, I think. I had a guess about something that I made when I was reading the first book. My guess just was confirmed in this book. I love puzzles. I love puzzles, riddles. This is like the perfect book for me because the ciphers and like all of the clues, it's like reading an escape room. So if you like anything, any kind of thing like that, like riddles, puzzles, this is like perfect because it's like pretty lighthearted. It's not super heavy, really. Sky Hawthorne is a horrible person, but we knew this. You like my reading setup? On chapter 32, I have a theory. I won't tell you what my theory is. I literally cannot say anything about this series that would not be a spoiler. I am on page 270 of the Hawthorne Legacy. Oh my heavens. It's so good. Avery, she's just a little sweet pea. And I feel so bad for her. I mean, I know obviously this is a fiction book, but like, how could these people keep so many secrets from each other? But we're getting to see more of Max in this one. Max is Avery's one friend. And Max is hysterical. I have less than 100 pages left. So my theory was wrong. Oh my gosh. I finished the Hawthorne Legacy and I loved it. And I have another theory. One of my theories turned out to be wrong. It was a diversion. Actually, now that I think about it, both of my theories that I had were wrong. I'm so enjoying these books. I've read that much of the final Gambit. Could I potentially finish this tonight? Maybe. We're kind of matching a little bit. I'm excited. I'm about halfway through this book and it is going in so many different directions that I was not expecting. Every time I turn the page, my mind is blown. Y'all, oh my gosh, I absolutely loved these books. If you have not read the Inheritance Games, if you don't have it on your TBR, go add it to your TBR right now. This is now my new favorite thing to recommend to people. I finished these books and immediately lent them to my mom so that she could read them. My mind is just absolutely blown at the level of intricacy that Jennifer Lynn Barnes put into all of these books. Like, you can tell just like how much care and thought she put into these things, creating the details that she did that connect over the 3 books. Like, it's just absolutely unbelievable. 500,000 stars. 500, like, so many stars. I don't know, I really hope I caught a clip of it, but I literally started crying on the airplane reading the final Gambit. Not because the part was sad, it literally wasn't, but I was just so overwhelmed at like seeing like how much thought that she put into writing these books that I just couldn't help it. I was just so overwhelmed by like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe she's like done it this well. Like, I just had to cry. I am so excited that there are other books in this series and that she has other YA series that people love. I loved the level of intricacy with which she wrote these books, and I just like really want to see that in other books of hers. And now she's become like, in my mind, she's been solidified as an auto-buy author because like, oh my gosh, wow, the Inheritance Games just absolutely blew me away. And I'm so excited that there are still more books coming out. So this year she's got another like full novel and a book of little novellas, I think, that take place in the Inheritance Games world. So, y'all, like there are no words to describe how I felt about these books. Like, I read them in 4 days, all 3 of them in 4 days. Like, finished one, immediately picked up the next one. Like, no time between the books at all. This was not one of these series that I could savor like the books and like prolong the time in which I read them. I just couldn't do it. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know that you guys enjoy this type of content. Comment down below like any book recommendations that you'll have for me. I love getting book recommendations from people, and that is how I find like some of my favorite books. And subscribe to my channel for more bookish content in the future. I hope you'll have a lovely rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.